10, 9,
Audio
8,
Jungle.
7, 6, 5, 4,
Audio
3,
Jungle.
2, 1, 0. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Spokane Ghost Talk podcast number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your ghost host with the most, Mr. Brian James. And absent by his appearance are any 4 of my co-hosts that I have so chosen. So, this show brought to you tonight by the letter C for Camel. I'm going solo. So, yeah. The Spokane Ghost crew does have an investigation tomorrow night at 10 p.m. And we will be airing that show live on StreamYard, which means it will go to Twitch, it will go to Twitter, it'll go to our YouTube, which our YouTube is also connected to our Parapost network account. That's right. For all of you who haven't heard about Parapost, it is the hottest new platform just made for paranormal investigators, paranormal enthusiasts, UFOs, Bigfoot, all the myths, the legends, the monsters. And all you got to do is go to the App Store and download the Parapost network. And it's free. It's identical to Facebook in almost every way, shape, and form. Well, folks, tonight we have a big guest tonight. She is from Salem, Massachusetts. She does Beyond the Gravestone magazine. She is all the way up to, I believe, issue number 8. And she was on here the 29th, but we kind of got a little poo-pooed and had a little bit of fun. So to talk about her magazine in the fullest it can be, none other than Salem's own Christina Corsetti. You like that opening?
It's great. It was awesome.
Yeah,
Hi,
that's a good opening. That's a good opening. You know, I'm about doing finer than a frog's hair, darling. And how about you?
Hey, that's what matters, you know. That's what matters. But yeah, I asked you. I wanted to come back on here because, our birthday. We both were fucked up, and I think I smiled the whole podcast. And I don't know if I said much, but I wanted to kind of redeem myself because I wasn't going down that way and having the magazine. So I wanted to come back on and show everybody the issues that I have printed, you know, and talk about what's in it and whatnot. So.
Well, why don't we start off with the simpler part of what is your magazine about and how did you come across writing and manufacturing such a great product?
Well, that's what I wanted to do. For the longest time, I did want to make a magazine, and it was different in my mind at first. What I created was not exactly what I had in mind at first, you know, but it ranges from all sorts of paranormal phenomenon, and what it is it's a high quality. Let me show you. I got some issues here. You know, it's a high quality. It's about 80 pages, you know, and I wanted to build something that I'm a part of. Like my haunted Salem, I do a lot of haunted locations, and I do, articles and things like that, and I post a lot of them on Facebook. I am an investigator. I do have my own YouTube channel. I do a lot in this field, and I wanted to create a magazine to get out there, just to show, it's like being the voice of the dead, and that's another thing. This is where spirits come to life beyond the gravestones, paranormal magazine, and it's just something it's just something I really wanted to do, and I finally did it. And what I created, there's nothing like this out there, and I want to grow with it, and what we have in it is, we have some columns in it. We have angelic messages from beyond, which allows Psychic Cat, our medium Psychic Cat. She delivers messages from angels, so she brings her own column into the magazine, and she brings messages from the angels to the readers. We also have Corey's Crypt, which is articles. He's going to be sharing. People have experiences all over the world, and
Yeah.
these things people may or may not know a lot about. And what Corey's going to do is he's going to shed light on certain topics for people to understand why these things are happening or what's happening to them and whatnot.
Now,
So,
are we talking about like Bigfoots and UFOs, or what are we talking here?
um, even we're talking about like experiences people have, whether it's shadow people, or whether it's the incubus, succubus, or whether it's shapeshifters, or even doppelgangers. People experience things that they don't really know what happened, and he's going to shed light on certain topics. And he's a demonologist himself, and he is my lead investigator on my team, and he's just a wealth of knowledge, Corey. So he's got his own column in the magazine, that I gave him too. And then we have the Ghost Guitar, which is paranormal rocker tales. It's about rocker bands, like true rockers, and their paranormal experiences. So we're gonna bring a lot of rockers into this magazine as well, and share their story about you know what they have to offer. It's basically exposure. What I want to offer and we encourage is, we want to boost your business, and we want to encourage, getting people to come to this magazine and share their experiences and get it out to the world, and that's what I created. Um, Everything, there's different. This is two, this is three. Um, Inside, besides, like, you have the index here. Let me show you. It's the one you have, like, I don't know if you guys can see, but we have on the cover, we have, the index of what's within the magazine. And then throughout the magazine, we have all different articles and haunted locations. And I want to explore more. I want Bigfoot in there. I want UFOs and alien experiences in there. I want cryptids, and I want everything that is paranormal inside this magazine. And if I can do interviews, or ads, well, ads to boost their business inside the magazine. But if I can get interviews, um, of different topics, is what I'm looking for as well. And in each issue, like I said, we have three columns, and just all different stuff. As you can see, this is the ghostwriter column. You see what I mean? And then what I did too, uh, in the back, I created games. Each game is created by myself as well. So I created the games, and I stuck them into the magazine. And then at the end is where we have the ads. And all these ads that you see, I designed every one of these ads. So I went in and I found out about what they're looking for and what their business is, and I created all these ads for these people, and we shoved them into the magazine. And we do corner ads, we do half pages, we do full pages. Um, there's one here, right here. This Derek Hill is a real good friend of mine. He has a full page ad on the back cover of the magazine. So you have, you know, corner ads. There's a full page. Um, and that's, I want to bring a lot to this magazine, and with you, um, even with para unity, I think it'd be great that we'd be able to share experiences and share, you know, what everyone, you know what I mean, all every just the whole, you know what I mean.
Yeah. You want to share everybody's experiences in the magazine.
Exactly. And you know, I can offer up to four pages usually right now. They're going rate for the interviews, and I can even do 6 pages. I mean, it's my magazine. I can put anything I want in there.
I
Um,
want a 75-page spread on me.
but I think So when I put this together, even down to the program I use, I've researched the hell out of everything. And and then I started getting creative. Everything about this magazine I put a lot of hard work into, and I'm a very creative person. And behind, like, even these ads, I made all this myself. And then
That's
inside is
phenomenal.
Salem locations, which is, I put a few Salem locations in each issue. And we're gonna run out of locations because it's only 35 or so Honda locations in Salem. People ask me, you go by haunted Salem, why do you not post about Salem? And I said I do. But if I was just to do a blog of just Salem locations, wouldn't you get bored? You know what I mean? You'd get bored. You want to stay at the same post over and over again because I ran out of locations. There's only so much you can do, you know. And everything that I do on Facebook and whatnot, I want to get into the things that people don't know too much about, or that doesn't happen. Even why hauntings are the way they are, and what makes this work and what makes that happen. And you know, I have such a passion for what I do. Um, I put it all into this magazine, and now I want to help people get their names out there. So that's what I'm doing, and that's what all this is. And behind all these articles, you can put in back. I put in backgrounds related to the article. Let's see here. This is the fifth one. Like Jesse James Haunted Farm. This is about Jesse James, but in the background, I put, their Jesse James and all the family and all that in the background. And it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and I enjoy doing it. And I'm looking for people that want to help me build and create something, because there's really nothing like this out there. The quality. I mean, just alone. I mean, have you ever seen a magazine like this? It's phenomenal what I created, and I am very proud of myself for creating it, because everything you see here, I've done myself. Every the whole 9 yards, and it's gonna grow to the point where I'm gonna need help. I'm gonna need help making it, or help bringing doing interviews. Like here's Queen Mary. I put little raindrops in there. You see that? I don't,
Hmm.
I don't know where my camera is. But but I put like little raindrops and stuff, you know. I don't know.
It, it's a beautiful magazine, and you are most definitely talented in what you do. That's for damn sure.
Thank you.
And I, for one, would be buying every magazine you made.
Well, look at this. You know, this is my second issue. You know, Candle Light the Way. It was all about, you know, paranormal activity. How do you spot paranormal activity? It's so creative. And from my first issue, right now I have 5 printed. I have 11 made actually. And right now my interviews are going into issue 9 actually. And I'm just keep plugging away, you know. I mean, with quality comes, you know, it just comes, you know.
And how much do you charge per magazine?
The magazine is only $20. It's 25. It's $25. It includes the shipping and handling, and you know, $5 if they want it autographed. You know, so I have actually quite a list of people that want every issue. You know, and you know, they have every issue. They have it autographed. You know, and the list is growing, and that's great. You know, I have people that want me to reprint issue 2 because they missed issue 2 because I sold out and they couldn't get their copy. Yeah, I sell out in reserves. You know, before I even get to go to print the magazine, I'm already sold out of it. You know, and so I tell people, get a hold of me if you want to be on the list for every issue. I'll add your name to the list, and this way, when I go do it, there's already so many people that already have it, and then whatever's left, it's the taking, you know. But I definitely, this is just something I just started. This is the first year that I started it, and I've already put 5 out to print, you know, and compared to my first one to my 5th one, you know, it's become so much better, and I've learned so much more making it, that like I look back at my first issue and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so embarrassed because it's like it's not as creative as my 3rd, 4th, and 5th, and so forth, you know. But you know, it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress, and that's what I'm doing. And I'm looking for people that are willing, you know, that help me grow it, be a part of it, you know, with your Perry Unity. I mean, I think it's great. I meet a lot of people on these podcasts, and which I love, by the way, and I can't thank you enough, you know. And if we can all come together and work together, I can, you know, all the teams that you work with, I can put interviews in here, of all the different Perry Unity. We can even do a Perry Unity edition if you want to, you know, or we can do special editions, and you know, we can do this. It's endless what we can do, you know.
That right there would be just flat out amazing. I mean, what you do already is flat out amazing. And I mean, you are so extremely talented, and you know, you definitely got the magazine down to a T. David Dement says, "Hello, Miss Lady."
Hi, how you doing?
Danny says, "Hi, guys."
Hmm.
Hi, Danny. How you doing? So, I mean, what's next for the magazine? I mean, what do we have to look forward to? I mean, obviously, a lot more beautifully printed magazines and a lot more talent going into them. I mean, what's a sneak peek you can give us?
Well, you know, I want to put more than just haunted locations. You know, I want to put more than just articles of, you know, the afterlife and the paranormal. I want to go. I want to go more depth. You know, I want to start seeing more. articles and things, with aliens, UFOs, the Men in Black. I know I got once. I know I got a page on them. Different things. I want to bring. I want to be able to bring certain topics and Bigfoot, absolutely. Even all the things we talked about before. To give it, no, I want to bring in different topics. I want to be able to find out what interests people and put that into the magazine. I want to be able to bring the reader, interesting stories and what I believe people would want to read about. You know,
Yeah. And David Dement says, I'm great, and you? And he says, do more about the SGC, LOL. Funny you should mention that because coming out in an episode or in a edition real soon, David, we have a 4-page spread of our own coming. And you're not in it, buddy. That's right. There's only 3 founders here, not 4 anymore. Just kidding, David. You're in it. Keith Evans says, I found you under SGC Paranormal Crew. Hello to all.
hello.
Hello, Keith Evans. Great to see you again, buddy. So, what I am just dying to know
Yeah.
is how much do your ads cost?
Well, that's the thing. It's I like I said, I do corners. I do halves. Like here's a half. Right here's a half, and the corner's the half, and then the full. Um, you know, I'm not really, I'm at a base price. Like even like to other magazines, seriously, they want like $200 for like a corner ad. I'm not looking here. Um, I'm not looking something like that. I'm looking at like $25 a corner ad. I'd stick your corner ad in there, or maybe $50 for like, a half, and a full, anywhere from, 75, maybe 100, because it's a full article, full page. I'm not looking in it. I'm not in it for the money. If I was in it for the money, I would be putting all these, all these free, because I've done most of them so far, mostly for free, but you can't live off of free, and I'm a giver, not a taker. And it's like I would give you, my last dollar, but I wouldn't take nothing from you. That's how I am as a person. Uh, I'm looking, I'm looking to help others expose their businesses and get their names out there to bring in their, to help bring in their businesses. It's encouraging people, you know. So right now, as far as prices, I'm still kind of up in the air. But I mean, I don't need something that another magazine would be $200 worth. I mean, I'd do it for $25. Put stick an ad in there, a corner ad, or you know.
And I would like to throw it out right now that if anybody is interested in this magazine, let's get together, let's talk, and let's set up a surprise for Christina. Just randomly send her, to all of us like $200-300, and really, really start helping her out because she's willing to help us out for free. So, we should donate to Christina. We should help Christina find a sponsor or something to help her with this magazine.
It's really what I need, because I mean the interviews are free. I'm not even charging for interviews, and it's you know and I'm happy that you're saying that, and helping, because it costs me an arm and a leg here just to get just a little bit made, to get it out there. But again, we just started. Okay, I just started making these. I'm gonna say February. Okay, and I've come a long way in just not even 6 months. I mean, I got 5 issues out, and they're selling out like hotcakes. And that's great because I want people to have something that they look forward to, enjoy. And I get told that they love reading the magazine to their kids and bedtime stories, and
I
I
haven't
get
been able
told
to
all
put
this
the
stuff, and
magazine down since you
it
sent
makes you
me it.
happy knowing that you're helping people.
I haven't been able to put the magazine down since you sent it to me. Me and my wife actually fight over it on who gets to read what.
It went from 60 pages to 80 now. And it costs a lot of money just to be able to make even 25 of them. I mean, it's ridiculous. The printing companies that I found, the one I'm using, I think, is out in Minnesota, and it's the cheapest I found. I mean, if anyone here listening or of that, could help me out with, you know, if they have a printing company, I mean, I'm willing to work with people. I'm not, I'm not in it for any other than helping people, because that's what I've been doing for over 20 years now. Everything I've done between, you know, even 131 days of Halloween. I don't know if I have a group, right? And I was doing contests and going live on Halloween, and doing contests with people who win prizes. The whole month of October. 31 days of Halloween. You do all these things and try and liven up the community. And it was hard keeping it going because I just couldn't find people to want to do it. So I
You
stopped
know,
doing it. I mean,
David speaks truth about this. He says, "Yeah, I've known Brian a long time, and he would give you the shirt off his own back, and I really would."
I know you would.
David says that's how he is, and thank you, David. By the way, he's absolutely right. I'm the type of guy that if I see a homeless person in the wintertime, I'm wearing a hoodie, he's wearing a t-shirt. I'm going to give him that hoodie and I'm going to say, brother, you keep warm. And I'll freeze my
Absolutely.
ass off the rest of the way because I have somewhere to go, you know,
Absolutely.
where that guy doesn't. He needs to stay warm.
Exactly.
And I'm the same way with the paranormal. I've spent tens of hours of my time, more than 10, probably along the lines of hundreds, if not thousands of hours helping other paranormal teams. And that's the way it is. That's what you do. That's what para unity is.
Hmm. I
And
spent 20 years doing it, you know,
you get
and,
it
and,
too.
and never charged a dime for anything I've done in 20 years. Never, you know.
No, we've never charged a dime either, and it's been this January will be 8 years.
Well, that's what I mean. I've never charged a dime for anything that I've done. I mean, people contact me. I have friends that I call family now because I've known them for so long and they've been with me since day one. That I can call them family, where I can go somewhere and actually be able to lay my head down at night knowing that, you know, they're family to me, and I have never charged for anything that I've ever done since I started at Haunted Salem, that I have a hard time accepting money for ads. And that's the only thing that's being charged, really, is the ad in the magazine. Like I said, the interviews are free, and it's hard for me, because I'm not in it for the dollar. You know what I mean? And that's just how I am. But I got to start doing something, because you can't live off of everything being free.
David also says we are all family, hon.
Yes. And I am learning that a lot. I mean, meeting a lot of people. I'm meeting a lot of people, and yes, we are all family.
Keith
Um,
Evan wants to know, how do you distribute your magazine to the general public?
I don't. I haven't got that far. um, like I said, I only have 5 printed. Um, and everything is done online. I do have a website. It is Haunted's Collection wixsite.com and then / beyond the gravestones. It's a little difficult, but until I can get the money to start paying for a domain, um, you can find the links on my Haunted Salem profile. All my links are there. I don't distribute to the public. I don't distribute anywhere. Basically, right now I'm selling just off of Facebook and people that know me for years, and they got their first issue, and ever since they got the first issue, now they want every issue. They don't want to be without an issue, and they keep messaging me, making sure you got my copy, because I'm helping people too, because they don't have the funds to spend $25 on a magazine. I understand that. Trust me. I mean, I'm the first one to understand. How hard it is out there. You know, and anything
Yeah.
I can do to help, I'm all for it. But I
Most
haven't distributed to the public yet, and I just haven't got that far, to be honest with you.
and that's understandable. These things take time, they take money.
Yeah,
Obviously, you're putting in the effort, the dedication, and the talent for it. But these things do, they cost money
yeah,
to make and everything else. And that's where we need to come together as a unity,
mhm,
and we need to help each other.
exactly.
And you know, you may be an investigator, but you're also an author in my eyes. You're writing a magazine,
Mm.
and you said you had your own radio station and podcast at one point.
I had two paranormal live talk shows back in 2015, 16. And I loved doing them. I was doing two a week. And then it went down, and I mean, it was just a lot of work trying to balance everything by myself. So, and it was hard. It was hard. I was a host, and I have my favorite shows, and then I have my least favorite shows. But I tried to do radio, and I did do it for a while, and then it just withered away. It was just too much, and life got in the way, and I had to put it on the side burner. I would like to bring one of my shows back, and work with people that way, and offer them, to come on the show, and for exposure, as well as the magazine and everything between. It's a lot of work.
Well,
It's
what
a
it
lot of
sounds
work.
like to me is you need a co-host. You need somebody to do that networking to get that show noticed and out there.
Yes, I did have a co-host.
Uh,
It was Roger Bell. And we did it together for years, and even he's at the point where he's like, just it's too much. It was too much for him too. So, and I understood that, you know.
well, here's the thing. I ain't got no investigations besides two or three coming up.
Yeah.
And yeah, I got my family time, but who's to say that I can't co-host a second show? And yeah, let's kick ass.
Well, it's another thing. I was streaming on OBS and Streamlabs, and I was doing it through a platform that went to my YouTube. And my YouTube is a mess, but you can find me on. I have my own YouTube channel. It's Haunted Salem. And my YouTube's a little bit of a mess, but it's got everything on there. You know what I mean? It's got all my videos and everything on there. But um, it was confusing to do it through a platform like that. And then I haven't done it in so many years. I'm trying to figure out how to bring a guest on right now. I can't even do it. It's been about 6 years since I've done radio, and I can't remember the one important thing is how to bring a guest on to the platform. And I'm like, oh my God. So I figured that out. I ain't doing a show. But these podcasts, I never knew about these podcasts. See, I don't know. This is a lot easier than what I was doing.
A lot
A lot
easier.
easier than what I was doing. Maybe I do everything the hard way. You know what I mean? I always look for the hard way versus the simple way never comes to me. It's always complicated.
I understand that feeling. I'm in the same boat as well.
Yeah.
I've always done things bullheaded, the hard way, and most of the time it backfires. But
Yeah, I understand that. But you know what? You just pick yourself back up and you keep on going. You roll with
yeah,
the punches, and that's what you got to do. Yeah.
well,
Okay.
is there anything else you'd like to say about the magazine?
Well, I mean, I just wanted to come on and show, the magazine and what it's worth, and you know, and I just wanted to, excuse me, I just wanted to show everybody, the just, the creativity. I mean, alone, between proofreading and designing, doing interviews and designing ads, I making games, word searches, or I mean, I think this one's a cryptic something. I don't know what I did on this one. Oh no, it's not this one. Oh, I see what I did. Okay. Even if it was scrambled words or something, I just wanted it like to be all about the paranormal. I just wanted to come back on and just say, if anyone's interested and willing to help, you know, or wants an interview, I would love to, meet you. I'd love to be in contact and do it. If anyone's looking for ads or anything that I can help with to get the exposure of what you do and your business and your team, or anything in between, I'd like you to know that you could be a part of this magazine, and just put it out there that, I mean, that's it, just let it grow. And, I need some help. I need someone to, brainstorm with, because I want to bring, I think it was my third one. I have an alien article out. I just want to bring more to it. I want to bring more than just locations and articles. I want to bring uh, what is not familiarized out there, or what's not, um, you know, the lesser things people hear about. I
Well,
want to bring it to light. I want to talk about it. I want to
what
expose it.
I'm gonna do for you is I'm going to talk to my buddy Charles Howard Johnson.
Okay.
Not only can he talk about the paranormal because he's an investigator, but he is also a Bigfoot enthusiast. He
Ooh,
knows so much about Bigfoot. He knows so much about myths, legends, and yet even UFOs.
I like myths and legends. I like, doing stuff like that.
I'm going to hook you up with Brian from Parapost.
Okay.
I'm going to hook you up with Matt Barron for the
Okay.
Paraunity issue. I'm going to hook you up with You Know Who coming on the podcast, You Know When.
Yes.
And we're going to get this magazine off the ground.
Hmm.
We're going to get it flying high like it deserves to be, like you deserve to be.
Thank you. Because
With all
I
your
took something from my head and I created it. This is my creation. It's so original. It's got so much originality in it. I mean, here it is right here, the Bridgewater Triangle. You see the alien face? Where is it? Whee! Okay. See the alien?
Yeah,
I get
yeah.
the alien head. God, I'm not that stoned, am I? But you see it, like, I put so much effort into something. I just want to see, I want to see it get out there. I want to help people, and that's what it's about. And that's what Paraunity is. And I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know,
Well, before we end this podcast, darling, tell me tell all of our lovely viewers out here how to get a hold of you.
Right now, I mean, basically Facebook. You can find me on Facebook, Christina Corsetti. It'll be Haunted Salem. I do have two accounts. One of them is my personal, and the other one is the Haunted Salem one, which is all about the paranormal. Um, and you can message me that way, or you can email me at hauntedsalem2772 at gmail.com. All my links are on my profile, everything, my team website, even the websites I built from scratch. And I have 4 websites. They're all on my profile, and I built every one of them from scratch. And I mean, how can you not be proud of what you created? Even the websites alone are just priceless. I mean, I just like working with people, and I like helping people, and that's what I've been doing my whole life, and I want to continue to do it. And now we have a way to send it out there to the world, and I just want people to see, you know, what we can offer.
Through the Lens with Brian and Lex says, "Hey everyone."
Mm.
Well, hello, Brian. Good to see you. Good to see you. Don't forget, Brian, that I have an interview set up for you with Christina for her magazine. And folks, I think that's about going to do it.
Yeah, I mean, just please message me and we'll get connected. Yes.
That sounds like a good plan, Christina.
Yeah.
Huh? It
Thank you
was
for
a
having me on,
pleasure.
and I appreciate it, because I know my birthday. I was like, no, this magazine is not going down that way. You got to put me back on.
Before you go, Brian says, "Awesome."
Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and throw you in the back. Don't go nowhere. All right, guys, that was our podcast for this evening. If you like what you see, hit the like and subscribe button. And remember, boils and ghouls, to always have a ghoulish night. We'll talk to you later. Bye bye.